Welcome to Stabby time.
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real, and you found him.
He's sick. He's seen one too many.
I said, don't you blame the movies. Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome everybody to Stabby time. I'm your host, Liz, with my co-host, Brendan.
Hey.
Did we miss? Yeah, you were like, you're trying to smack me? You're like, hey, what's up, bitches? Whack. That's your new thing now, just bitch slapping everybody. What's up, hoes? Welcome. I'm the new Brendan. Oh my god, we did an episode last month, right? I feel like
it's
with
Hard Eyes. Hard Eyes and Companion.
Like, Jesus Christ, I feel like time has gone by so fast. Like
Time keeps on slipping.
Yeah, it keeps on slipping. It's been such. So I was just telling Brendan that I've been working like 2 weeks on, and then I had to work a convention. So I was at the Milwaukee Horror Con, and it went so well that they're actually doing one again, which I will be vending again at. So if you're in Milwaukee or surrounding area and you want to stop by and say hi or buy a board game or some spooky donuts, it's at the Sheridan 4 Point, but you guys could follow them on Facebook. And yeah, so my this is my first convention being a vendor, and it was unhinged. But it was so entertaining. So like, if anyone knows me, I used to be a big drinker, but I don't drink anymore. And I think that like if I do, it's like once in a blue moon, and it's gonna be like a glass of wine and I'm cutting it quits. Mm-hmm. But I was sitting there and like I get set up, right? It's my first day. There was supposed to be a blizzard, so I wanted to stay at the hotel. So I go check in, I get loaded in, and I start, doing my vending thing. And I have two neighbors. I have a tarot card reader, and then I have these two lovely gentlemen who are part of the family, and they make pins. I'm like, I should give them a shout out. I should have came prepared. I'm looking at the pins, but I also don't want to stand up. So it's a fucking dilemma. But I bought a was it God, the camp one. Oh my god, why am I like blanking all of a sudden?
Sleepaway Camp?
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp. I got a pin and her knife moves. So she like actually stabs. And I was like, I need this in my life. So I bought that. And like anything else, I bought the fucking Mama's Milk Barbarian pin. I was like, I need that. Why not? So I got 2 pins from them. I was super ecstatic. Why would I not post this in my Attack from Mars thing? I only posted it on my... That's how tired I am. I'm like missing posts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what the fuck? What a burp. Oh, excuse me. So they're called Saints and Skulls. So if you want to look them up, Saints and Skulls. Their pins are amazing. He makes great pins. So I have my 2 neighbors, right? First of all, they were amazing. The pin dudes were drinking. They already had a cooler. And I was near Doofy from Scary Movie and Lisa Rose. And who was next to her? Oh, the dude from Resident Evil, Mesker, who is built like fucking... I want to say the combination of my legs and arms is like this dude's biceps. It was fucking insane.
From the Alice movies?
Yeah, from all the Resident Evils actually. The Mesker guy, he was slim in those movies. Yeah. Now he looks like woof.
Yeah,
he's had some protein.
Like the last 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, he's a buff dude. It's insane. And then next to him was the Chainsaw Massacre dude. And then people I don't know. They were from like Walking Dead or some shit. And then there was the child / grown-ass man now from Chucky. But I look over and I see that Felicia's already pouring a drink with her handler. Doofy's already everyone's got like red Solo cups. And I'm like, hey, it's like I guess 4 p.m. on a Friday. So let's go. Let's see what happens. So everyone's like a little tipsy. Oh yeah, that's right. The girl from Scream, the cheerleader, Lorraine. You know what I'm talking about?
From Scream?
Yeah.
Here. I think of a cheerleader from Scream.
Yeah, she was the cheerleader in the bathroom. She was there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, wait, who? Like, who was the fucking?
Well, the ones talking shit about Bubble Butt Billy or something.
Nah, yeah. Because whereas so she's got a following, like a cult following. It's actually insane. The guy next to me was obsessed with her. I'm like, I like her, but like, I'm not like, I didn't know she was like, a fucking thing. Damn it, why can I not find the fucking actress's name?
I just looked it up and it has like a whole wiki.
Yeah, literally. Oh my god, go look at it. Yeah, dude, there is fan fiction and everything.
I'm trying to see what the actress's name is. Alias is Girl in the Bathroom.
Yeah. So the funny part, she's the start of the Unhinged, by the way.
It's Lenora.
Yes,
Skefflo.
Lenora. Yes. You would have thought that name would have been burnt into my head. She was on one. So she was already drinking also. I feel like Doofy and Felicia was like chill. And they were like acting crazy. Like you could hear Myth Rose over there screaming with her fans and being like, hey, and that was cute. And then Doofy, you would hear his fucking vacuum because he brought his vacuum, so you would just hear and I'd be like, what the fuck is that noise? And I look over and it's like Doofy vacuuming like people's hair for photos going, and I was like, oh god, okay. So I'm like, the guys next to me are telling me how he's obsessed with her and talking about the fan fiction. There's like fan fiction about the 2 cheerleader girls, and like people are lined up to see her. It is insane.
Because I see pictures on her Instagram. That's so funny.
Yeah, I didn't know this, and my eyes were wide open. I was like, this is okay. And the whole thing is something like she didn't wash her hands before she put her finger in her mouth. That was the thing. But yeah, if you guys don't know, I am now opening your whole new world into this and probably giving her some people. So you're welcome.
Fan fiction.
Yeah. So she was wasted and she was going and talking to the 2 dudes, being like, we're gonna hang out tomorrow. She was like writing them notes. Then they were dancing, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? All I'm just sitting there thinking is like, why is everyone drunk? Like, and then I have the tarot card girl next to me, and she's just chilling. She's like riding the vibe. And like everyone was cool though, because the girls across the way were also drinking. Everyone's drinking. All the vendors were fucking drinking. And then there was a mix-up with the celebrity lineup. So actually, the new Candyman was like across from me. And I kept thinking, like, no, that can't be him. Cause like he should be by the celebrities. And I was like, no, so he was witnessing everything. So now we go into Saturday. Everyone's well rested. They're here, they're ready to go. But there was one issue. That issue was that Miss Cheerleader got a little too drunk the last day and was struggling because she got there early. And then I didn't see her. Like, I didn't see her throughout most of the day. And then my neighbor's like, I paid for a ticket to, he's been waiting 29 years to take this photo with her and in their cheerleading costume and everything. And the time's getting closer and closer and closer. And like, we are busy as shit. It was amazing. And all I kept thinking is like, I at least want to get someone's autograph, because it went from I want to get Doofy's autograph, of course, to Felice's autograph, of course. And then I was like, and that I go, maybe the kid from Chucky, like, I don't know. So I go, at least them two. And then it went down to, fuck, I have one choice, because on Sunday I was like, 10 minutes till close. I need to pick somebody. Because every time I had a group, they would be empty. And every time they were busy, I would be like, there was no time in between to get it. So anywho's back to Saturday. The time comes, right? He leaves to go get his photo taken with her. She cancels. Now this goes from like everyone's kind of buzzed to everyone is drunk. So now we have a VIP party though afterwards. So all the celebrities are drunk, the vendors are drunk. Now we're going to a VIP party with the VIP people also that like paid VIP tickets. It was insane, but it was just so funny. It wasn't like a crazy party, but it was just funny moments. I ran into more podcasters. By the way, I met a guy who has a Goosebumps podcast. We'll also have him on. He had a Slappy doll, and I was like, dude, I need to take a photo of this Slappy. That's fucking legit. And I told him like my work, Sony, they own Goosebumps. I go, I made a Slappy, but it wasn't as cool as that one. And then I made another, like 5 other podcasts. Like it was amazing. And the one dude was laughing because they were actually all from the Illinois suburbs, even the vendors. Like, so we were all in Milwaukee, but we were all from suburbs that are next to each other. And I was like, this is so fucking weird. And then I found out the lady across from me, she actually was part of this Aldi party at my day job. And she was like, one of the ladies there. And I go, oh my God. She goes, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm the creative manager. I made your like fucking album or whatever, the wall graphic for you guys with the little marshmallow men. And she was like, oh my God. So we were having like weird moments. So it was a whole night of, there were people fighting and arguing. Then there were people being cool. There was like this cool 11-year-old hanging out, and we all assumed she was VIP, but later found out she like published horror books. So yeah, if you ever feel unaccomplished, that's when, 11-year-old and everyone's like, dude, this girl is cool. You find out is like fucking publishing books. God, at 11, I was doing fucking nothing. Like, I was doing what I do now, play video games. So, yeah, but she was awesome. It was so funny. I told her, I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you had a booth. I would have like, I don't know, came to buy a book. Like, now I'm curious. But yeah, that was insane. So I got home late. I rushed back, and everyone is still drinking, by the way. So this is like the hair of the dog. The guys next to me and the cheerleader girl got into a fight. So when she was like, she went up to him and was like, I'm so sorry, I'll take a picture with you now. And he was like, well, fuck you. I don't want your fucking photo now. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. I ended up talking to some dude in like a Call of Duty army costume. His friend was dressed up like the dude from Thanksgiving. Yeah, I mean, it was really weird, but good weird. It was an amazing time. Everyone was friendly. It was just like everyone was fucking shit-faced, and the celebrities were. Like when I went to Felicia, I was like, listen, I want your autograph, please. I've been trying all fucking weekend, but I haven't had a chance. And then I told her that I'm working on a sleepaway camp donut. It's a s'mores flavor, but I'm trying to find vegan dick donuts. I mean, sprinkles to put on the side. And I go, I'm just having a hard time finding dick sprinkles that are vegan. I go, so I might have to make these dicks myself. And she's just like, you're like, wait, what? She goes, oh my God, I need these. So I'm like, next time I'm vending at a place, I'll make them for you. But yeah, so then she gave me an autograph. I don't have it near me, of course. And I like went to walk away. And then I was like, oh shit, I forgot to pay. And she's like, oh, now just take it. Just take it. You've been working hard all weekend. I'm like, oh, thank you. I feel like my mom just gave me something. She was like, no problem, just go. But I found out some fun facts. Did you know that Doofy and her are engaged?
The bathroom girl? Bathroom cheerleader?
No. Doofy and Sleepaway Camp.
Like the main chick from Sleepaway Camp?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then he told a few people while drunk that he's gonna be the new scary movie. He's gonna be in the new Scary Movie too. They're bringing him back.
That's cool. Well, yeah, I know they said they're gonna make it about Ghostface again.
Yeah, so I go, which is funny because I'm like, they're bringing back the other Doofy, the real life Doofy, I guess. So I'm like, okay, all right. So we got some intel, but no, we got like a lot of good connects. So we got a lot of, I got to give you the list. We got a lot of fun people that we're going to have on the show. Well, we're definitely bringing the tarot card lady. She did my tarots and said, I'm going to be successful and not rich, just comfortable. And I go, you know what? That's all I want. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to pay my bills. I don't need to be rich. I don't care about being rich. As long as I can pay my bills and not have to worry about shit, like I am kosher. I'm good to go. But the real reason we're here is to review The Monkey. Yeah, and for people who don't know what this movie is, you're insane. Because everyone knew about it. The quick IMDb description is, when twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start. The siblings decide to throw the toy away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years.
I feel like they're growing apart before any of that happened anyway.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. I mean, the beginning of it is like, my favorite part is the beginning. Like, my favorite death was, I just didn't see it coming. Like, I knew there was going to be like a lot of death. I just didn't think it was going to be like, caught me off guard because it was so early into things. Like, because the dad is trying to get rid of the fucking monkey.
It was just funny because that whole scene caught me off guard because it was just Adam Scott. I'm like, I don't remember hearing about Adam Scott being in this movie.
Yeah, that was I think that also put me. I was like, what is happening right now? He's like trying to get rid of the monkey, and then all of a sudden the fucking monkey goes, you don't want it to play, and you hear the monkey go, bam. And then all of a sudden it's quiet. And the guy's like, okay, I guess you're not. I'm like, I guess no one's gonna die this time.
Well,
then,
before that, it was like, I don't know if it was like a running gag throughout the movie, but when he tried to return it, the pawn shop dude was like, he pointed out the sign saying it's like no returns on children's toys. I'm like, don't call it a toy. Like they said multiple times throughout the movie. I'm like,
it's not a toy.
Does it piss it off? Like, whatever.
I guess it's a monkey. It's not a toy, right? It's supposed to be something else. But like the dude getting the arrow to the gut, and then the arrow.
It was a harpoon.
Yeah, the fucking arrow pulling back, and then just like raking his fucking intestines around. That was good. That was good. Already, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fucking love this. This is gonna be a good movie. Which I am still not sure how I feel, but I just feel like I felt neutral, like so neutral. I'm still confused on how to even rate it at the end of this podcast, but we're gonna live dangerously. And this is what's gonna happen. So, because I sat there. My friend Eric described it best. It's like you're sitting there watching the movie and you're into it, but then like you kind of have a moment where you're like, oh, okay, like, man, this movie's kind of going for a long time. Like you kind of go off track and then you're like, oh fuck, oh okay, that was cool. And then you get like snapped back into it.
Yeah.
And then I just go off again. But like it was interesting and I enjoyed it. And I thought the deaths were funny. I laughed out loud a lot.
Yeah, it's like, especially with at least the first 3 deaths. Like, the way they did it, I really like, because it kind of fits with like the dark humor. But like the next death was, so after the kids, so before the death, the kids end up finding the monkey inside their dad's office, whatever, attic, whatever, and then they turn it, as kids do, like, oh, what does it do? And then it goes down. It went down that one time, so every time the monkey hits the drum, someone dies. So no one died immediately, but then Babysitter Annie comes over.
Oh god, that was the best.
Yeah, so Babysitter Annie came over, and then she took the 2 boys to like a Benihana's or whatever, and then you can see that her and like the chef or whatever are like flirting
away
with their eyes, and then he's just doing the stuff on
his douche brother, who's like, he's so, by the way, the actor, I was like, this kid looks familiar, and it didn't catch on until I looked up on IMDb like the actors. I'm like, this is the fucking kid from Sweet Tooth. I'm like,
oh, it is, isn't it? That's why he looks familiar.
What's crazy, it's like he's got a baby face, but he's like a fucking teenager now.
It's funny because it's like, he looked more noticeable as Hal, as like the nerdy one. But now you pointed out, I was like, yeah, you just put like the fluffy
literally
hair
the horns.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's why he looks familiar. I just never thought.
I was like, what the fuck? I mean, he did a good job. He played like the nerdy brother and the douchey, like he was like a douchey 90s brother, like, I'm so cool, like high five, never mind. It was like, oh my god. And he had a little crushy on his babysitter too, which was like twice as creepy, because he was like legit like, yeah, that's my girl.
But yeah, so when they're back at the Benihana's, so like they're doing the flirting thing, and then he goes up, the chef goes up with his whenever the
Machete
knife
or yeah.
the butcher one. Why did I
Well,
just?
you look.
It's called whatever. He went with the knife, and then he went like this, and somehow went clean through
Yeah.
Annie's neck. She kind of like turns. It was like a clean cut too. So I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
That's some force. She kind of turned a little bit to Hal, and then you start seeing the bloodline start
Yeah.
showing up, and then her head just falls onto the grill.
Yeah.
It grills for about like a second, and then just cuts to the funeral. Just
That
abrupt cut, and it's
that
like
was like I died because I was like, dude. First of all, that's a sharp ass knife.
well, yeah.
But it was just so funny because then you see like the fucking brother and you know he's gonna lose it. Like you know he's gonna fucking lose it at the funeral because he's already like, that's my boo, and he's been a dick. Just a fucking dick to his brother this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And like his brother is such a fucking cock throughout this whole fucking movie. And it's like he was traumatized, like mainly by the babysitter's death. Like because I mean, so I like I enjoyed the mom's death. Because Hal's brother, of course, is a fucking dick to him and gets him all bullied. And then he like goes to the monkey, like, and basically is like, fucking kill him. Like the monkey doesn't take requests.
Yeah, but before that, so before they get to the mom's death, someone or the monkey itself, I'm not really sure how it works, got put into Hal's backpack, and then they started making fun of him at school, and then the three girls that went inside the bathroom and make fun of him in there, the main girl is Osgood's daughter. Like the main girl that was making fun of him, that's his daughter.
Wow, that's crazy.
Which I thought was funny, and she's in his other movies too. And just to put in perspective, so like this movie as a whole is very much a comedy, like to its core. And this is coming fresh off of Long Legs.
Yeah.
Osgood's last movie, which by no means is funny at all.
Yeah, I watched Long Legs before I saw this. Yeah, I'm
Yeah, they're very, very polar opposite movies.
they definitely are. I did enjoy the stoner priest. He is like, if I was ever forced into priesthood, that would be me. Like, hey, I mean, shit happens. I love when he was like, I don't want to lose my head here. I mean, I was like, I'm done with this. This is fucking insane. Well, like, yeah. So Hal's brother's a dick and like basically gets him bullied, and he like ends up going home and like turns the fucking monkey, and he thinks like, you know, his brother's gonna come home and he's gonna die now because he made the monkey fucking hit the drum. But in turn, it ends up being his mom, which, by the way, I felt like at least the monkey killed her in a humane way, because I was expecting her to like turn around and her head blow up, or like,
I mean, her head kind of did blow up internally.
Yeah, it was like bleedy though. It was like leaky. You know what I mean? And it was like, oh, it's like a head tumor. Like, I don't know. I was expecting more gore, and then I was like, oh, see, the monkey just did like a little light death. He just gave mommy a little nosebleed, and then she died. Well, like, yeah, basically, and then he just fucking killed the wrong person. But yeah, I love the mom's speech though at the babysitter's funeral when the kids were like, basically she's talking about death, and she's just basically like, you know, life sucks and you die, so like just live life. Yep. Like the most honest fucking response you could have to some kids. Just be like, well, I mean, shit happens. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to do. But like, yeah. And then they get stuck with the fucking uncle and the aunt, which are like 70s swingers, right? Like they looked like 70s swingers when they fucking picked them up. I called it before it even happened. I was like, these motherfuckers are swingers. But like, yeah, I'm not even gonna. What's the next death do you like?
Well, I think the other thing too, like the uncle was Osgood Perkins too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which I thought was really funny.
Yeah, because he turns into Gush.
His death was like one of the other abrupt ones. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot what triggered his death. Like that's
it was.
The part I forgot. It was the. I don't know if that's when they decided to drop it in the well.
Yeah. No. It was. Yeah. After his death, they dropped it in the well.
Well, what triggered his?
He went out camping. Well, because then the monkey just kept like just hitting the drum.
Okay, because his is the one I was trying to remember specifically. Because I remember how he died, but it's like, but what?
Because remember what was happening was the kids like, the kid tried to chop off the monkey, and then monkey was like fucking bleeding. Yeah, and then he like
light it on fire.
Yeah, and then he just kept coming back, but I forgot the monkey was somewhere still, but he was like playing on his own because they had like all the deaths, like the people, fucking dying in the area. But the uncle was camping. He was in his sleeping bag. He was on a hunting trip, and then a fucking stampede went and made them into mush. Like,
it happened so quick, and that was another one of those like abrupt cuts.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? They're like, and then the uncle died. Which I thought was like the funniest shit ever, because I'm like, Jesus Christ, he looks like what's that stuff that you use fishing?
They said it was it's like someone smashed cherry pie. I forgot
literally. I was like, that's like, I mean, even with stampeding, like, I mean, that would have to be. I wish that show was still back on, that science one where they figure shit out. They should have one for horror movies. Like, in reality, if you got stampeded, if that's a word, in a sleeping bag, what would you look like? Because I don't think you would look like that. That looks like the shit that came out of everyone during Stand By Me. Like the cherry pie eating contest. But, I mean, so the aunt's death was honestly the funniest fucking shit.
It was by far the most Final Destination of this entire movie.
Like literally it was Final Destination, because that fucking monkey is like in the well, like, what's up, bitches? Like, and just fucking hits it. And like, I don't know what happened where she went in the basement and then
she heard something. I think.
Oh yeah, the drum.
Yeah, she heard something. She went down, as you do, and then she went down the stairs, and then like halfway down the stairs, they just collapse, and then she falls through it. Then she comes up, and then like the picture, she just comes up. Her face is just covered in fishing hooks.
Fucking fishing hooks. Oh my god. And then she like fucking, I don't know, I don't even remember, like she's picking the fishing hooks out of her face, and then she is like, I'm gonna make tea, because you know what, why fucking not, like, let's make some tea. And then the gas stove is like getting turned off, and the first thing she does is stick her fucking, like, she deserved this death, she stuck her face like almost into the fucking like flame, the gas, like, you don't have to fucking go that close to smell if there's gas, lady. Like, and her whole fucking head goes on fire, which I thought was funny because nothing else was on fire, just her fucking head. Like, she has a furry robe on, but just her head goes on fire, and then she fucking runs right into that for sale sign, into her fucking face.
Yeah, she starts screaming, runs through the house, goes through the front door, and then she just runs forward, and then there's the for sale sign, and then Yeah, just face right through the
I
point.
get there's panic, but like
But
you're in the kitchen. There's a sink right next to you. She just fucking books it. I'm like, yeah, yeah. That
yeah, because I think this was after her death was at the start after it cut to modern time, where
oh yeah.
the twins they're just
Are
adults
grown
now. They're Theo
grown
James
ass
now.
men.
They're now
Yeah.
Theo James.
This is not a death scene, but I do enjoy Elijah Wood
Yeah,
and his fucking character.
but
It's
the other thing that's funny, like the whole thing with Theo James, you're led. I don't know if you have a picture of him, but you're pretty much led to believe that this dude has no friends. And it's
yeah,
like, I mean, if you've seen Theo James, like, no,
yeah.
he's got friends.
He's
It's
got
he's got friends, but he's like he has no friends. He's working at like some grocery store or whatever. He's a cashier. Yeah, and then the whole thing, he has no friends because he doesn't want anyone to get close to him because he's afraid of like
yeah.
the monkey possibly killing anyone he cares about. And then this
Yep.
is, I don't know if this is when you find out that he has an estranged kid. If you want to, maybe not an estranged kid, but he has a
Yeah.
kid
He
that
was divorced.
yeah,
Family divorced.
he has a kid that he only sees once a year for like a day or a week or whatever it is. And then that's when it's just a random, like, oh, here, let's just throw this piece of plot in here.
Yeah.
And then that's,
That was real.
it seems like it's literally just there just to put an Elijah Wood cameo for some reason.
Right? As we all need in any horror movie, just like a random ass Elijah Wood.
Mm-hmm.
And his character reminded me of the I want to say it's the movie Snatch, which is funny because this is the second time that movie has been mentioned in my life this past day. The one where what's his name? You know the guy I'm talking about with the bike shorts and Snatch? Is it Snatch? Or is it another movie? The one where oh god, I'm having such a brain fart. Oh my god. What's his fucking name? Hold on.
Are you talking about like the cop?
No. I'm talking about Elijah Wood's character.
Well, yeah, but you said the guy with the shorts. The first thing I think of is what's his face from Reno 911.
No, not that guy. Wait, I'm trying to think the actor. I can't even think of a movie. Ooh, this is what happens when we don't get sleep. I'm like, what's happening? Here. Inglourious Basterds. He's in. You're gonna laugh when you Brad Pitt. That's the fucking movie I forgot.
Are you thinking of Burn After Reading?
Is that the one where he's like dancing?
Like
you know, he's like a yeah.
Burn After Reading.
That's the vibes I get for Elijah Wood's character, but he's like what's funny is he has the perfect dad books, but like he's only a dad to that dude's kid. So he's like basically like, oh, well, I should have full custody because as you can see by my millions of books that I've written, I'm obviously the perfect dad. And they make him like fucking hold hands and are like, oh, so we're just gonna take full custody. So you enjoy your time. And he's just kind of like, okay. And you can tell the kid's pissed, but he's like, whatever, since you're like, you don't want anything to do with me, I'm just gonna be a dick the whole time. And then he finds out, first of all, he tells his son's working on a family tree, and he tells his fucking son that he doesn't have a brother. And then literally, like 15 minutes later, he gets a call from his brother that his fucking aunt died. So he's already in shit. And then he goes up to the fucking house.
I think that's the call from his brother is after probably the funniest death in the entire movie.
Oh, that's right. The pool girl.
Because so Hal, like adult Hal, is at just some random motel because he got a call about his aunt dying, and then he couldn't stay at the house because obvious reasons. So he went to stay at a motel, and then he got a call from someone. So he's outside because he's with the kid. So he's just trying to not talk in front of the. No, is this with the kid?
Yeah. Yeah,
The
because his kid's
there.
in the room.
Yeah, the kid's there. Okay, so then he goes outside. He's talking on the phone, and then he just sees this girl. She's stripping down, getting her bathing suit, about to jump in the pool, and then the air conditioner falls off the roof
Yes.
of the house, and then it doesn't fall in the pool, but it breaks on like the
Yeah, that was very
concrete.
Final Destination-ish too. The whole
Yeah,
like,
but this whole fucking thing, it falls. And then it electrifies the puddle and it leads to the pool. Now the pool's electrified. And then right as he kind of like turns and he's facing her, she jumps in, not even in the water. She just touches the tip of the water and literally blows up.
Yep.
And then just guts
Blows
just
up.
fly right on Hal. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
The part I love about that death is that like the leg that's in the pool is so it's so fake looking. Like it's almost comedic in a way because like it looks like a fake leg. Like you could tell the innards, it wasn't really like no guts were put in it. It was just like a plastic.
They threw a leg into the pool.
Yeah, they were like, we're fine. Who fucking cares? Like at this point, girl blew up. We're done. Next scene. Which I mean I didn't mind. I did enjoy the realtor dying.
The whole realtor scene, that was probably like my
Yeah.
favorite part of the entire movie.
Oh
She
God.
she was so good.
Oh, I thought it was so funny when she's like, "You're so pretty."
It's
Like
just
he's a pretty guy.
Yeah.
She's like, and she's like hitting on him.
She's just like subtly hitting on him the whole time, and he's
Literally.
just not having it.
He's like, I don't think you should open that. And she's just like, oh no, don't worry. And she's just like fucking talking and opening up the door. And he's like, I don't think. And then all of a sudden you see like a shotgun and you hear the thump and then bam, just fucking blown up.
Yeah, right.
And just his response of like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
she
opens it. It just blows up. And then when she pulls out, the blood just splatters as you see in the picture. And then a piece of her finger flew in his mouth.
Oh, God.
Like,
he was literally like, I'm like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, and then I think before this, I think it cut to a different kid. I forgot what his name is, but it's the kid that was in the latter two of the Michael Myers movies. The last two Halloween movies, where the perspective kind of changed to him because why not? Regardless,
Thrasher, his name was. He looked like someone from that Canadian show.
Okay, so what's weird? So this movie, well, the beginning of the movie takes place in like 1999 or whatever.
Yeah,
and then the adult house, it's modern time. But you see this kid. This kid looks like he's right out of Stranger Things, like mid fucking 80s with his hair. I don't think you see his eyes at all.
Yeah, no,
Anytime
you don't.
he's on the screen, you never once see his eyes. But the whole context to him is since the aunt died, they not liquidate. I don't know what they call auction off all the stuff at her house.
Oh yeah, and he wanted the monkey.
Yeah, he wanted the monkey. I forgot what the reason was, but whatever. He got the monkey, took it home.
It's because Hal's brother put out a wanted fucking ad for this monkey.
That's right. Okay, that's right. I forgot. He used him to get it. So yeah, he went and got the monkey, and then I think he triggered it, and then that just caused things to start going again. But
well, it's because his fucking brother. Like, this is when you catch on to like what the hell's happening, because he gets the monkey, and then first of all, you see his brother, and that's not even a death scene. Like, that is my favorite part, is like what the fuck? He's like he's got a mullet, right? He's got a mullet. He's wearing his fucking like funeral suit from when he was a kid with like this flame corset. Like, someone needs to cosplay this, because I would fucking die. Like, I might have been very neutral about this movie, but that would be a fucking hilarious cosplay. Just being the twin brothers and someone dressing up like this. Like,
it is. like it is kind of funny seeing Theo James play someone like a bit off his rocker.
Oh yeah,
because most of the characters I've seen him play are very, I wouldn't say like as timid as
action.
Hal is. Yeah, like
Yeah,
a couple levels above Hal, just like on the normal spectrum of things. But when he
yep.
kind of went like a little psychotic, it's pretty funny. I don't
Oh yeah,
necessarily see it, but it's funny.
it is
And
because he's like, when everyone started dying, it's because he kept like, he was basically like, if you don't bring your kid to turn the key, because the whole time he's been trying to fucking kill his brother, he goes, I'm gonna keep turning the key until I kill like the whole fucking town. And like after that, there's like the whole montage of all the death and shit. When he's in the strip club and that stripper bends down and turns into the monkey, I fucking lost it. I started dying laughing. I was like, what am I watching right now? And like, there's someone mowing the lawn, they die. Like, there's everyone just fucking dies. And what's funny is you got the cheerleaders. Like when the aunt died, the cheerleaders was outside cheering.
Everyone's
Like
cheering, like what the fuck?
it
Yeah,
honestly,
everyone's excited when death happens in town for some
yeah.
reason.
This is like it is literally like something you would see in a 1990s like grunge like music video.
Yeah.
Like just like, you know, random situations, like laughing at a funeral with a bunch of cheerleaders. Like everyone starts.
I'll say there's also a character kind of like skipped over, was Hal's manager. The fucking
Wait.
like his manager. So before anything's happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, the fucking stoner, the vape dude. I totally forgot.
His manager. It's like you're already like.
He's like, yeah, okay.
This weird. Like you already can kind of tell it's a horror comedy, but then you get to like where the grocery store and back to like with Hal, and then Hal goes to talk to the manager saying, "Oh, I need to take off. My aunt died. I need to go see my son." But
he's like, "Okay, chill."
It's like, that's cool. It's like I forgot, and then he said something like, "Oh, that's not cool, man." Like,
yeah, that's not. He's like, "That's not cool." And he's like sitting there with his fucking like ma just smoking and vaping. Like, that's not cool, bro. That's I totally forgot about that. It was the vending machine.
Yeah, he went to I forgot what part it was. It just kind of cut to him. I don't remember where.
Yeah.
But he was at a motel or something. And then he went to a vending machine just to get some chips or whatever, and they get stuck as they do. And he's like, "Man, damn, that's not cool." And then he went to vape, and then as he's puffing, he turns around and then steps on a rake. And the rake
and he goes,
up, and then it pops the vape in his mouth, and he chokes on it. He's like, "Oh, that's not cool." And then he just falls over. So you just assume people died.
I totally fucking forgot. There's so many deaths in this film. Like, even the Thrasher kid, he gets that's the funniest shit, is like he's got him at gunpoint and he's like
inside the car.
Yeah, he accidentally shoots a bullet through the fucking hole in the windshield, and then Hal is like looking at this moth nest, and he's like, wasp. He goes, "Do you want me to move the car?" And the guy's like, "No." But it's like, you know, it is there, and he was like worried about it because they were like, "What's that noise?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, dude, what's gonna happen now?" And then what happens? The kid ends up having to turn the key, which again, Hal's brother thought it would kill him because what was it? The key. If you turn the key, he believed that if you turn the key, you can't die. So he was like, basically like, turn the key and then the monkey will find out which one should die. Because he was in fucking sane. But then the wasp, right? You said?
There's a wasp nest, like right in the tree.
They fucking
They
go. Wait, what like angered them again?
Okay, so like they're parked, and then like the tree, like maybe 20 feet away, has that big ass wasp nest. When he shoots, he shoots the bullet. It goes through the windshield. It has that little pin bullet hole in it. The bullet went through that and then hit the wasp nest. So
that's right.
That's what angered the wasp. The one wasp came out, And then Hal's like, oh shit. And then all the walk just went straight through the bullet hole right inside the Thrasher kid's mouth.
Past Hal. He's like sitting there like, fuck.
Hundreds of them just kept going in his mouth. And then after they finished, you just kind of see like Hal just dipped out, obviously.
Yeah. And the kid's face is like full.
Yeah, his like jaw, his like bottom half of his mouth just like kind of starts falling off from like all the acid or whatever, the venom.
God, that's so fucking disgusting. That was I mean, the ending was funny. I thought the ending was funny.
Yeah,
first of all, like just from like his brother is sitting there and finally gets his moment where like, you know, the key is turned, and nothing happens or whatnot. And they because right now like the world is ending because he's fucking turned the keys so much that like now it's the apocalypse.
Yeah, because he was trying to force the hands down. The hands weren't having it. And
that's right.
They're getting thrown against the wall. And then it just starts going and going and going and going. And then this is like they have their bonding moment.
Yeah, they finally make amends.
They finally make amends after like 30 years. And then that's like one of the funniest parts. They make amends. I forgot exactly how it happened, but yeah.
The bowling ball that Hal bought his brother, and the same bowling ball that he tried to murder his brother before the monkey, is the same bowling ball that bashed his head. Because remember when he was a kid, he had it and he was like, oh.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, how did he die? Was it a cannon?
No, it was because he had those traps. So the bowling ball was coming from the trap, and then it got stuck basically like into the cannon, and it flipped and then shot at him instead, and then basically splattered his head off.
Yeah, it was right after they had amends. Boom, head gone.
Yeah, and then like the fucking ending is him and his fucking son with the monkey basically being like, this is now a family thing. We take care of this monkey.
Yeah, because they walk outside of, was it Billy? Was his name Billy?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they walk out of Billy's like house,
building,
whatever the fuck it was,
factory.
They walk out, and then that's when you just see everything. You see a plane on fire, like coming down, crashing.
Oh yeah.
Everything's just like all fucked up. Everyone's dying. And then that's when
they start driving, and then they run into fucking like they see death. Like everyone is dying around them, and then you see like death on a horse just, and he stops and he looks at Hal, kind of gives a, and then walks on by, and they're just sitting there like. And then her son goes, "What do you want to do now?" And he goes, "I want to dance." Because he said the last time he was happy is when they danced after the babysitter's death. His and his mom, his brother were all like dancing. I'm like, what the fuck? Just what? And then like right after that, you see the busload of cheerleaders.
They're going, ah!
And then their heads just get fucking bashed off because there's an oncoming truck that just
just hits them
off
all
their
like,
fucking head.
All right, and then it went to credits. I'm like, all right,
that's how it was like. And then I mean, the whole purpose of the movie is to say like, you know, death is always out there. Everyone dies. Just you got to live your life and stop chasing death or yada yada yada. But I was very
It's weird because it's very much in the vein of Final Destination. But every single one of the Final Destination movies you watch, you either like them or you don't. But you understand why you feel the way you feel at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And like you watch this, and like, yeah, I like it. But it's like, what did I like about it? It's like, and like nowhere in the entire movie did it ever feel like a horror movie aside from like the gore. Which is like, but then at the same time, it's like, is that a bad thing? Like, I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, it's very
It's
I don't know.
odd.
I kept getting like the feeling of in between scenes at times. I was like, ADHD kicking in and like do. And then I would get like sucked back in again, but then I would be like, well, okay, well, and then I get sucked back in again, and then I'm like, I don't not like the movie. I like the movie. I
Yeah.
just
It's just like
I
there's just so many combinations of things that just made it feel weird. Because you have the
yeah.
casting, which already doesn't make sense for a horror
Yeah, it
movie.
was very
Yeah, 'cause you have Adam Scott at the beginning as a cameo.
yeah.
You have Elijah Wood as a cameo. Then the main character is Theo James.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. And then Tatiana
Yeah.
Maslany was their mom. And then
Yeah, I would yeah,
like
I was very
and then the whole time it's funny. Every single death was either had an abrupt into the funeral scene,
yeah.
and then anytime there wasn't death, there was just very awkward dialogue back and forth that was meant to be kind of like I wouldn't say slapstick, but very like kind of goofy.
I think
So like
maybe that was like I don't know. It wasn't like I don't know. Cause okay, so Hard Eyes had me laughing. Like I knew it was a comedy and I got like I feel like this was more and I'll be honest, usually I'm not into like a lot of artsy horror or like deep meaning horror like
yeah,
but this one wasn't like deep, but it still kind of was like cuz it's teaching you a lesson. I don't know. Like
yeah,
I'm so medium with this and I want to give it a good score. I really do, but like I don't know. Uh
mm,
so I'm gonna okay, listen, I'm gonna give it a 3. I was gonna give it a 2.5. It doesn't exist, but I was gonna make it happen because I was that neutral about it. But I like the popcorn bucket, so I'm gonna give it.
or give 3.5 because the popcorn bucket's cool.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a 3. Because the popcorn bucket. I mean, to be fair, I did like the deaths. I thought it was funny. I just am very neutral. I mean, even on IMDb, it just seems like it's very neutral
But
because
that's
it's a
what's funny.
6.3.
But that's what's funny. It's technically rated higher than Hard Eyes.
Yeah, I was like, I don't
I
know.
absolutely love Hard Eyes, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
enjoy it. I'll probably give it a 4. Mainly because I do like horror comedy and like dark comedy in general. But this one is just like I
yeah,
don't know. It's just like I'll probably watch it again for sure.
yeah.
It's
That's the
just
thing is like, I
it's just
honestly, no one
yeah,
kill me for my score. I just don't know. Like, I've never been so like baffled after a movie before until I saw this one, and then I'm like, uh, because I usually right after I see a movie, I know exactly what I'm gonna rate it.
mhm.
This one, I didn't know until I just spewed it out right now. I still don't even know if that is my rating. But that's gonna be the rating that I have at the moment.
Yeah.
Um,
Also,
yeah,
another fun fact because like when I did see the uncle before I even realized that was the director,
yeah.
the uncle is also the dorky kid from Legally Blonde.
Oh my
If you
god,
remember,
that's right.
yeah, because
Whoa,
he looked really familiar. I'm like, what the fuck do I know him from?
that's
And then yeah,
crazy.
that's one of his things he's known for besides the long legs and this and Blackcoat's daughter. I'm like, oh shit, that was him in the first Legally Blonde movie.
That son of a bitch.
It all
Oh my
started there.
god.
It all
Well,
started with Elle Woods.
yeah, it all started right there. Elle Woods knew everything because she's a
Hmm.
lawyer. Well, we're gonna start our best of the. By the way, I have updated our merch store, and if anyone is interested, we do even have a review shirt, and it says "Reading Your Brain Dead Reviews." So if you guys like it, check it out. on the Attack from Mars website, or go on our Patreon. But yeah, it's I updated merch. It's pretty chill. But I did do an update and give us.
Your audio cut out.
Uh-oh. Is it cutting out now?
No.
Oh, there we go.
Like as you were playing the music, it cut out.
It's like, no, not today. We will both read 2 reviews because these are long. I feel like people were just having like internal dilemmas when they were writing
like
these.
No one knows how to feel. It's like, did I like this? I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yeah, like, and like even the helpful like heroes are all even. Like, what is happening? This movie has confused everyone. You know what? I already see a review that I love. I'm gonna start out with the review that says stupidity. This is by they don't want to be mentioned. Windy Woo. I love it already. All right. So their review is all the cliches are used in mindless shocks. What the fuck does that even mean? Characters only act so the next dumb shock can occur. Everything is telegraphed. None of the gore comes as a surprise because the audience for a film this dumb don't like surprises. They just want to see someone die in gruesome fashion. A string of pointless, gory deaths doesn't hold the attention long enough to add up to a whole movie. It's more like an X-rated TikTok compilation.
I mean, that's actually pretty good.
I mean...
More like an X-rated TikTok compilation.
I was going to say, where is this type of TikTok? Phone? Don't send it because now my phone's listening. So now I'm going to...
Not TikTok. It's like... what was that site called? Was it Faces of Death?
Oh yeah, there was Faces of Death.
Back in the early 2000s?
Yeah. Okay, I was like, X-rated TikTok. I go, do they have that? They're like, welcome to OnlyFans TikTok style. The last few paragraphs they say is the lead character is a term that should be used loosely since he's a one-dimensional sketch on a napkin.
Damn.
Even giving him a twin brother is just 2 blank expressions rather than a compilation. How did so many famous faces give their time to this junk, even if it was only for a brief cameo? I guess they're talking about Elijah Wood.
And Adam Scott.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think it was that bad.
No, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it's bad at all.
And
it's just,
also
different.
Yeah, it was just different. It's just like, it just breathed differently. But also like it had a meaning. The deaths did have meaning. It had a backstory. And those deaths weren't that gruesome. I mean, you watch Terrifier and see what happens there.
Prolonged death in that one. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, woo-woo, windy woo. We say boo.
All right, I'll do one. It's called Sucked Major Monkey Balls.
Ooh, nice.
It's from Wade Cogler. I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Wade said, I've always been a huge horror fan, including campy B movies like this film aimed to be. This was genuinely the worst horror movie, quotes, I mean, that's kind of how I did it, I have ever seen, if you can even call it that. Fair. Cringy dialogue, plot holes, meaningless gore, and comedic accents render this film incredibly, exhaustingly forced and boring. You will be checking your phone more times than the monkey hits the drum kit. After waiting an hour and a half for absolutely nothing to happen, you get an after-credit scene that is just a promotional trailer for the next exhilarating movie from the Dr. Oz. sucked major monkey balls. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, now I need to. What was it?
I honestly don't remember.
I'll have to look it up. I'll just look it up later.
I'm like, I will have to look. Let's see.
I do know his next movie does have Tatiana Maslany in it again. That I
oh
do
my
know.
god. I love this one. This one is called I made an IMDb account just to leave this review.
Sure.
So it's, and it says IMDb fan -803324830.
Oh wait, they don't even have a name yet.
Huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
they
no.
don't. IMDb.
They literally just made it just to leave this, which is going to be amazing, I guess. This is legitimately one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and I saw Cats on opening weekend.
Damn.
I can't believe this movie got a theatrical release. This wouldn't get greenlit as a SYFY TV movie, but someone somewhere thought it should actually hit theaters. It's like if you try to describe camp, quote, quote, to a mentally stunned infant, and then that infant wrote a script. The dialogue is outright painful to listen to. There isn't a single decent scare in the whole movie. Even the gore is cheap and lacks weight. In a large part due to some particular bad effects. I mean, to be fair, I did point out some of the bad effects, but also that I believe is part of the comedy of the whole thing.
Yeah.
But that's me. They end by saying, I sincerely hope Hollywood never inflicts something this bad in public again.
Damn.
You know, I don't know about the infant thing. I mean, I knew there was going to be something funny in this because they gave it. I mean, it is better than a, sci-fi TV movie.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, like, it's not that bad. It's not worse than fucking Cats, okay?
Nothing's worse than Cats.
I'm like, it's calm it down, sir. Calm it down, IMDb fan.
But I got one. I just like this. Hard Eyes did it far better.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
And the user is called "Do Not Come to the Cinema Depressed." That's their username.
Oh my god, nice.
And it's all right. So they're like, just got out of the screening to The Monkey. This film would have worked far better if it was a dead serious tone. Hard Eyes is how you do this tone. The film The Monkey just didn't work for me at all. After a while, it just becomes tedious with a gruesome kill to bring it back a little. Positive, the kills. Negatives, the calibration of the particular tone that just didn't work for me. None of it is funny. After a while, it becomes clear that this film isn't going to get any better. Overall, it's tedious film that with kills sprinkled throughout. Half a star because it played on screen, and another half a star for the kills.
Oh god, wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like when I left the theater from Hard Eyes, I wasn't like, I feel like though my reaction more was like, Sony has shitty movies and I can't believe they made a decent movie that was funny and good. So like that was like full excitement.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not that rough on that movie, but like it's still good. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like these kills were better than the Hard Eye kills, to be fair. Like, I mean, Hard Eyes was funny, but like, this had way better kills. You know what I mean?
I just think Hard Eyes was an overall better movie.
Yeah. I'm like, man. This one is called Pure Monkey Poop.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's the reason why I picked it. And the person reviewing this is Smooth6178. The tagline for this movie should be This movie is so bad, you wish the monkey killed you. I love that. Really had no desire to see this movie, but wasn't anything else, and saw it was based off of a Stephen King short story, so figured it might be scary and good. Spoiler, it was neither. I really think this is the worst movie ever made, and I can't believe Theo James signed on to be in this movie. The kill scenes were pretty cool, but that's it. And not worth sitting through for 2 hours and 25 minutes of previews. Wait. What? Of previews?
Look at this and previews.
I was like, I don't think there was that many previews. Walked out of the theater complimenting life and what movies have become nowadays. They keep making trash movies. Would give it a 0 out of 10, but can't on this app. Wow.
Damn.
Tell me how you really feel. Monkey pure poop. I mean, I feel also like they hyped this movie up to be like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, they didn't. See, I feel like everything is just everything's so confusing. I don't know what to think about this movie. It is, because like they did what they said they were gonna do. I just feel maybe, no, I don't know. It's really weird. I'll be honest, what really put me off was his twin brother as an adult wearing that weird fucking tux, and I thought it was funny as shit, but also like, why? You know? I feel like if they were...
Why do you even need to have a twin brother?
Right? Like, I feel like even if he was gonna dress like that, he should have did it the whole time. You know what I mean? Like, then it would just been like his thing. But it's like, so you've been crazy this whole time and you're dressed like, you know, some old like Polish mafia dude with a mullet, and then you wear this, you make the tux thing a celebration for, and where did you learn how to sew this? Like, you went from a bro from the 90s to like whatever unhinged situation this is. I don't know. I just don't know. But I also don't hate it. You know? And it's it says popularity. It says 35, right? What is it? Well, right now, number 1 is Electric State. By the way, I saw it. It was a good movie.
That was alright.
There's no way in hell Snow White is up there. You guys suck. I heard Mickey 17 is awesome.
It just came out, that's why.
Yeah, I think I got like one push. Novocaine I want to see.
Novocaine was super funny.
Oh god, I want to see. I need to see it. Dude, The Substance is still 16. Like, this movie has not been in a goddamn theater for a while now, and it is still... I did see Heretic.
Heretic was fun.
Yeah.
Good one.
It was good. I actually had to watch a YouTuber. Woo! Wow. I had to watch a YouTuber to clarify the ending for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I wasn't sure. Like, you know what I mean? I was unsure. But yeah, so that is our very confusing review of The Monkey. And that's us reading horrible reviews by horrible people about movies that aren't so horrible. It'll be nice to read. I go, we should actually, if we ever get a movie where we both are like, this just sucks, we should just do the good reviews for that one.
No, that'd be really hard with me. That movie have to really, really suck for me to not like.
You know what? I had one movie. Honestly, it was The Grudge. Maybe I have to rewatch it, or maybe it was the sounds. I don't know. It was just very long and boring, and I couldn't handle it. I was like, I gotta go.
Well,
I'm like,
I mean,
I'm done.
most of the Japanese movies are very slow burns.
That's I'm like, ugh.
And
I'm used to my Korean zombie movies.
yeah,
They're like,
well,
and everyone's dead.
I love The Grudge, especially when it got into the lore of it and like the sequels.
Yeah,
And
I
then
gotta
it's-
rewatch it. I was also like 18. You know?
You're all angsty. Hate it 'cause
Yeah, I
it's
was like,
popular.
oh. I was like, this is so stupid. I don't want to see this shit, fuckers. Yeah, no, I gotta rewatch it. But yeah, and of course, Death of a Unicorn we'll be reviewing next month.
Also, Final Destination trailer comes out tomorrow.
Yes. Oh my
I'm
god.
pretty excited for that.
Oh my god. We should do reaction videos. You should do your reaction video and I'll do mine.
Okay.
I'll post it on Patreon. I can't wait. Also, though, someone did do a sneak peek of Tony Todd, and it is so sad because he is so skinny. He looks so sick. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But yeah,
I think that was the last thing he did.
Yeah, it was the last thing he did. Yeah, R.I.P. There was a lot of Candymans, but not at my con that I was at, but not Tony Todd. There was a few people that are like, Candyman. I go, don't worry, Tony Todd is not here, guys. That would be awkward. Just saying. But yeah, we'll do Death of a Unicorn. We also have a special guest coming on. And that was the one thing I did not prepare to say.
Did you also want to do that bloody axe wound too?
Yeah. Yes.
I think that would be a fun one. That one looks pretty funny.
There we go. Oh god. So we have Justin David Talks, a fellow YouTuber, podcaster of all things spooky. We're going to be talking about some movies. We'll be talking about, some B horror. Also, in future episodes, we have a Goosebumps podcaster that we're going to have. We'll have the tarot card lady. As promised, I have finally found people to drag onto our show. And Anastasia wants to come on.
Of course.
We should have had her on for Nosferatu. Because she really does dig the older silent film horror.
I mean, we still can. We can still do a Nosferatu thing.
Yeah. I'm like that. Or if I could drag Missy and we could do the vampire thing.
Well, okay, so what we could do, we could just do, I forget, what is it, Edgar, the director. Well, we could do Nosferatu in the Lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
Anastasia. Since those are both kind of like the oldie style.
Yeah.
So that could be cool.
I'm like, she'll enjoy that. I was trying to get my convention that I went to because they're doing the fall one. I was like, hey, you guys should book them here, because I'm selfishly wanting to hang out with my Death Becomes Her pal.
Yeah,
I'm like, duh. But we got a lot of things planned. We are gonna be busy. We're gonna be busy little bees. Also, I'll be doing, if you're in the Chicago area, I'll be doing press for Nightmare Weekend in Chicago. That's gonna be, I think next month. Is it next month? Nope, it's not. Thank God. It's in May. Yep, it's gonna be May 2nd through the 4th. And it's gonna be at the big one. Rosemont area. Stop there. If you see me with a camera, stop by. If you have cosplay, stop by. I'll take a photo of you. I'm still waiting on Fan Expo about our panel to see if we're going to do another one this year. And check out our new merch, by the way. It's like super cool looking, and I'm not just saying that because like it's super cool looking, but it's super cool looking. Just saying. yeah. I feel like I'm missing something. I had an announcement to make, and I
think that's all I can think
fucking
of.
clue. Do. Yeah. I mean, that's all for me. I'm having a brain fart. I need to go to bed. I'm like, screw this. Well, we will see you guys next month with more guests, more fun, more horror, more gore.
More. Just more.
Yeah.
See, they'll say, you know what? No, I just thought of it. What you can do when you say all that, like more gore, more horror, you need to get the Kylo thing from Star Wars.
Oh my God, yes.
You need to put that when you start saying all that. Just have that pop up in the middle.
I'll have to get that so I can do that as my clip.
That would be pretty funny.
This happy stuff.
All
All right, folks. Well, until next time, stay stabby.
Bye.
Bye.